back to Blue Zone Homestead, friends. Today it's 1st of May, it's Wednesday, and we are going to plant out some of the cherry tomatoes to the Annexe greenhouse. I know it is still early May, but if the worst comes to the worst and we're gonna have low temperatures or frost, I can still use the greenhouse heater. So I have picked out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 varieties, although when I checked my plan I've only put 5 cherry tomato varieties that I'm growing this year, but then when I picked it through it looked like more 7, but I remember now what I've done, because they were like larger-ish size, I've put them to the other group. But yeah, so we've got 7 varieties of tomatoes. Let's go to the Annexe greenhouse, go through every single of them, what varieties we are growing, and let's plant it together. So the plan is to clear everything out what's there, put a couple of inches of homemade compost, dig a hole, crack eggs in it, as I always do, and plant the tomatoes. Because some of them are now getting really tall. Oh, I just love the smell. Also, after we've done this job, we are going to do the second bee inspection of the year. I am so curious what's happening with our bees. So if you're interested, you are welcome. Let's go watch the vlog. I'm just going to remove everything from the greenhouse, you know, all the pots we've got there. Look at this homemade compost. Gorgeous. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to clear most of the things out of these beds, and then we're gonna put some compost down. Some of these beetroot are probably still good. Oh yeah. This beetroot, what hasn't gone to seed yet, oops, we can still eat these. I'm gonna put this in this pot. That's still good. Got some potatoes there, and all these garlic, probably I'm just going to take them out. So this beetroot was going to seed, goes to the chickens, but the rest still good to eat. Oh, is this a chestnut tree? Yeah. I'm going to plant this somewhere else. So we're going to do this. I'm gonna have to pull all these lovely garlic up. I'll put them in the pot for now. Oh, it smells good in here, friends. Got some potato harvest. Charlotte. This goes to the compost. put all the signs. And a wood rake. It's very dry in here, so I need to give a good soak. I'm just gonna rake through both sides. Give it a good soak. I'm going to use these strings. That's what it's gonna support my tomato plants. So what I usually do, I like to plant out my tomatoes when it's easy to handle. So when they still fell in these smallish pots and they're not bigger than a good 20 to 30 centimeter at max. That's ideal. So I am gonna make a hole, fill it up with sprinkle of bloodfish and bone. I've still got some from last year, I wanna use it up. I crack an egg in a hole, and then we're gonna put the tomato plant in there, fill it up with homemade compost, and this is gonna support. So I'm gonna start with the string. So I'm going to put this string through this hole, and I'm gonna cut just enough. So we're going to bury this string with the tomatoes. So make sure the string touches the bottom of this hole, because the weight of this string gonna hold the tomatoes. And if you think the tomatoes gonna be really heavy when they're gonna start fruiting, and those tomato trusses and the fruit is gonna be really, really heavy. So the next job is now I'm going to put a sprinkle of fish blood and bone to the hole. Not too much, that's enough. And we're going to crack an egg. And on the top of that, we're going to put the tomatoes. So I like the tomatoes about 15 to 20, max, very max, the 30 centimeter, because this is easy to handle. And I put it on the bottom of the hole. And what I do now, I'm just going to put the string around the tomatoes. I'm not gonna make a knot or anything. I'm just literally putting them around the tomatoes. So like wrap the string gently around the tomatoes stem. Just like that. And then we're gonna fill up the hole, tighten it with the string, not too tight, just a loosish, just like that. And then I'm gonna get some homemade compost from the wheelbarrow and just fill it up. I try not to cover my dogs with homemade compost. And another one. Perfect. And now I don't mind to bury. I'm gonna take these bottom few leaves off the plant. And our first tomato for the tomato season of 2024, it's planted. It's called Green Doctors. So make sure I put a sign so I know what it is. And as the tomatoes grow, I always twist the string around the tomato stem. But I will show you that. So I'll carry on doing this now with the rest of the tomatoes. I've put all the tomatoes I've laid out kind of where they're gonna go. So next one's gonna be Evil Olive, and then Crazy Cherry, Red Currant, Sungold, Black Cherry, and Hanging Prince. So I'm gonna do exactly the same. I'm gonna dig a hole, sprinkle of bloodfish and bone, crack an egg, put the tomato plant in, remove the label, get the strings ready, wrap it around the stem and fill it up with homemade compost. And I'm going to do a mirror image on the other side as well. So it's gonna be the same. Green Doctors, you know, Evil Olive, Crazy Cherry and the rest. Can you view the turkeys? And they're fighting. Bloodfish and bone, egg. Put the string in the middle. And Crazy Cherry. Oh, yes. Let's look at the root system. Beautiful. Right, so I sit the bottom of the tomato and end of the string, and then I'm just twisting very gently the string around the tomatoes, and it's gonna hold my tomatoes real well. So I'm just gonna firm it and get some compost. Another one. And friends, that's it. I won't be putting any more fertilizer or anything else, but borehole water. We're going to water it the whole summer, and that's it. Label Crazy Cherry, job's done. And I'm always removing the last few leaves from the plant. So next one is the red currant. So I'm probably going to put this much from here down there. They'll go under the ground. So I'm going to remove the first two set, and up to there I'm going to bury the whole plant. So only this is going to be up. Right, I've just finished planting all the 14 tomato plants in the Annexe greenhouse. So we've got 7 different varieties, mirror image on both sides. So I've got 7 here and 7 here. So Green Doctors, Evil Olive, Crazy Cherry, Red Currant, Sungold, Black Cherry and Hanging Prince are the varieties. So because the tomato plants are still small and they've got plenty room around it, I was thinking, because I've got so many plants and seedlings, that I'm going to plant all these around the tomato plants in the bed. So we're gonna put a couple of Kohlrabi, Pak Choi spinach, different varieties of lettuces. That's the Saladin, Lollo, Rossa, Coriander and the Dino Kale. So let's do it! Kohlrabi, such a pretty plant. So I'm just maybe gonna put Kohlrabi here and there. And the Saladin, look at this root system now. It really needs planting out. So I'm gonna put the Saladin I'm not sure about this variety though. I forgot, there's no label. But I might just put 2 each out. And I'll pass this over so we can have a few varieties. That's the Lollo Rossa. And then pass it on. And the spinach. And then coriander. And some Pak Choi as well. Let's do 2 Pak Choi here. And 2 Dino Kale. Let's get planted. I'm gonna stick that spinach there. And the kohlrabi here. Try to put that deepish. Like that. Pak Choi. Put the Pak Choi in the middle, and we can put these baby lettuces right in the front here. That's it. Pak Choi, spinach, and the lettuces, and the dinosaur kale. So Lollo Rossa's got a nice, very nice leaf lettuce. Spinach there. And Pak Choi. I need to stick this coriander somewhere. I want to split this up a little bit. Hello, Bumblebee. Near the sheep. There you go. I think that looks cool. What do you think? So we can harvest all these lettuces. Might as well use the space up. So I'm just gonna carry on and do roughly the same ratio and same varieties all along on both sides because I've got so much plants. All done. I'm just gonna give them a good soak and the job is done. All these used pots now I'm just giving a good soak so we can reuse them again. Oh, let's do the bee inspection next. So from the last time, what I can see, I see 3 hives very busy and 1 not so busy. The tall one is not busy. So let's see what's going on. What's happened since our last inspection? It's still got some sugar fondant in there, they consuming it. There's nothing in the super. Super is literally empty. They building up the colony. Let's see if we can see queen and lane queen actually would be the best. Beautiful pollen, all different varieties. Wow, all this pollen, amazing. We're storing the honey here. Lots of honey. Okay, I can see a queen cell. I can see a queen cell there in the middle. That's a queen cell. So looks like there is no queen in here at the moment, but they built one, so that's good. And I can see drone cells, drones, ready for the queen to mate with, and hopefully our next inspection it's gonna be successful. We can see the queen and hopefully she's gonna lay, but at the moment, yeah, there's plenty honey, pollen. Okay, I am looking forward to see the next one. Oh, they still got fondant in here. Well, this one looks busier because now there are lots of bees in the super. Oh, they're not happy with me. Oh, I can see larvae in here. So we've got a queen somewhere. Let's see if you're lucky enough to see the queen. Oh wow, so there are eggs. So the queen is just laid those eggs the last couple of days. And it's all stage of these, and there's larvae in there. I'm not sure how well you can see. But that's good news. I had to go and find my smoker. Calm the bees down because they were really angry. And I got stung this time straight away. Smoker is going well now. Beautiful. Let's move that smoker from here. It's a bit annoying. Let's try to find a queenie. Oh, it's so pretty. Beautiful little bees these are. That is a very nice hive. Good job. You haven't done so bad last time. Right, let's talk about the bee inspection. that's over. So what's happened was I got there, I opened the first hive, I didn't take my smoker, big mistake. Somehow I managed to get stung on my leg, so I left the camera on running, and while I got sorted myself out, went back, opened the second hive, so excited to see what I've saw. I've talked to you about it, and the camera battery died. So, but just a little update, tell you what I've seen, what's happened. So all 4 hives of the remaining hives got some bee activities. 2 is fairly strong. There is, in the strongest, actually I didn't see the queen, but they just made a queen cell, and I don't know when that's gonna hatch, but it's now, so it's capped. I don't know how old it is, to be honest. So, but it's very busy. They've got loads of pollen, honey, and it's a strong hive, so I'm happy with that. The second one had actually larvae in all stage, so there is definitely a laying queen. There were beautiful eggs in the middle of the cell, but I didn't see the queen. Basically, one had definitely no queen, and one of the workers decided to lay. So I've got a laying worker, what is never a good news. That's what I think anyway, because there was 2 eggs in one cell and all over the place, so 100%. So next week when I do the next one, hopefully if it's nice weather, I can then bring you along and show you and have a look together what's going on. But basically, one definitely got a queen, one got a laying worker, unfortunately one is going to have a queen, and the fourth one Also, I wasn't sure what's happened in there, but I'll show you what I've already showed you what I've got, and I will show you next week all the rest, what's happening. But look, I've managed to fill beautifully intercropping all three or the U shape of my Annexe greenhouse. So that's a good news. That looks really, really good. You've got all sorts in here. But I've also got all these to plant out. So you've got lots to do. The next job is probably we're gonna take the lots of flowers I got ready from the pretty greenhouse, and we need to take it and plant it out to the pine tree area. So probably that's gonna be our next job, and I'm just carry on doing the weeding the paths and putting the wood shapes in the garden. And at some point we're gonna have to plant out, because now this is coming to flower, these peas. But I need to have a plan, because I don't just want to replace those that already been eaten by the pigeon, because they're gonna do the same in here with these. So yeah, I need to have a plan. I might need to have like the hoops and cover it just before they get going, but we'll see. And I hope you enjoy spending time with me today, and see you very soon. Bye friends!